We're on to the TV. So, favorite TV show. Mine is Mad Men, obviously. It's a fantastic show. So, which I know you hate and actually haven't watched for real, though.
I stopped watching because it was so bad.
It's not bad. It's not a bad show. You just didn't like what
it's
you
just
saw.
Like so cringy, and I'm like, do I want to subject myself to this for another 5 seasons? No, goodbye.
I'll subject myself to that every single day, but go ahead.
My favorite show, go back and listen to the sitcom bracket episode because my favorite show is New Girl. 100%.
Yeah, if you haven't, spoiler alert.
Yeah. We have a sitcom bracket episode, and New Girl was my winner, obviously. But yeah, I think I would consider that my favorite show. I have a lot of shows that I love, but I always go back to watching New Girl.
I watched a ridiculous amount of shows, so it's difficult to pick one for sure, but pretty much any sitcom except the garbage ones I've pretty much watched at this point. So my favorite TV character is David from Schitt's Creek.
Amazing.
Which is
he's the best.
My favorite sitcom, but he's the best. He's the best character. There's nobody funnier than David in the whole world of sitcom. I just love him.
He's a good one. I don't think I have a favorite TV character. If I had to choose, it'd probably be Nick or Schmidt from New Girl.
Definitely Schmidt from New Girl is my favorite. That's my favorite guy on the show.
I would pick either of them. I don't like, I watch a good amount of TV, but like not as much. Or I put like New Girl. I've been watching Bob's Burgers, which 10/10 recommend.
Oh, so good.
But there's not a lot of shows like I sit down and watch. I love like miniseries. Like that's why Wednesday there was only 1 season and it was perfect. Derek and I finished it in 2 days. That's a great show. I love Yellow Jackets. The wildest show I've ever fucking watched in my life. 1 season on Showtime, so good, but there'll be more seasons. So there's a lot of shows that I love, but that I don't know. I don't really have a favorite TV character.
Interesting. Wolf
Bauer agrees.
Bauer's like, fuck those people. Favorite cartoon? This I went with all time cartoon. What's up, Bauer? I picked Rocket Power from childhood. That show was fantastic. It was the best show as a child that I watched. So I was always really big into like skateboarding, snowboarding, all that kind of stuff because of the show. This was just the one I watched the most. Like if this show was still on, like I would be watching it. No doubt.
I loved Rocket Power. Honestly, the carts again, because we're not kids, but like the cartoons back then were elite. Like
they were.
I'm not looking forward to watching the cartoons with my kids nowadays. Like Cocomelon. Oh god, that show
I don't know what they are.
It's just always, it comes up on our Netflix. It's always in the top 10 on Netflix. I think it's like a baby show, but still. I loved Rocket Power. My favorite cartoon as a kid was Rugrats.
That's a great one. That's a good one. I agree. That's a top fiver. Yeah, the kids now.
That was my favorite.
Kids now, like my cousin's kids, and they're like, "Do you want to watch Bluey?" I'm like, "What?" They're like, it's a blue dog. I'm like, "Oh wow, how creative! A blue dog named Bluey. That's awesome!" Like,
well, we did have Blue's Clues, which is a blue dog.
They ripped off Blue's Clues and made him Australian. Like, these kids don't get to watch Roly Poly Oly or Out of the Box. Kids are deprived now.
What was I gonna say? Apparently, Bluey though is like great for kids and adults though. Like it's entertaining.
I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit though.
Yeah, I love Rugrats. I loved all the Nickelodeon cartoons. I loved Powerpuff Girls too. I loved a lot of the Cartoon Network ones besides Courage the Cowardly Dog. but we watched all of those.
Courage the Cowardly Dog scared the shit out of me, so I didn't watch that either.
As soon as it came on, I was like, nope.
Ed and Nettie was a great one from Cartoon Network. I really like that one.
Yeah.
Was Codename Kids Next Door was on Cartoon Network? That was a good one too.
That was a good
Elite.
one. We watched that. We watched literally all of them. Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory.
Yes.
Like I said, Powerpuff Girls. And then Nickelodeon was like Doug, Rugrats, Rocket Power, the Real Monsters, Jimmy Neutron,
Cat Dog.
Yep.
Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Kids will never know the kids will never know the trio of Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and Cartoon Network in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, there's no better TV than those three channels for, like, that 8-year period. There's just not.
For sure. No. And I feel like at least for me, like, we graduated from Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network to Disney, because then that's when, like, Disney had That's So Raven, Lizzie McGuire, Hannah Montana, like all of those shows, even Stevens, like that were so good.
That's true. Even like Nickelodeon though had like Drake and Josh, which was
all
fantastic
that
as well.
The Amanda Show,
all that. The Amanda Show was so elite,
so good. They were so like that was peak comedy.
I don't know how kids make it through their fucking days without these shows.
What are you watching? Honestly, they probably don't. I don't even know if they watch TV. They probably watch like YouTube and shit.
They watch like Netflix, like kids shows on Netflix, which is interesting.
What kids shows are on Netflix?
Apparently, Cocomelon. I don't know. Bluey's on Netflix.
Cocomelon's like a baby show, though. I'm talking about like elementary school age.
I think the tablet kids are all on YouTube. So if you're listening, check out Fans of the Home Team on YouTube.
Yeah, I think we just had like such peak cartoons. I don't know if it'll ever be the same.
It won't. It can't be matched at this point, which is so sad.
Yeah. My family has like a lot of the Rugrats movies on VCR, and I'm like, save those because I'm going to show my kids one day.
My kids need to be educated about what real cartoons are.
Proper cartoons.
That's good of you. That's good parenting, in my opinion. So
I know.